Good day, my name is Angelo. This is Nation Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. How have we been? As for we over here, we've been doing perfectly alright. Now, first of all, I want to bring to your notice that one of the ministers of Bola Tinubu has finally resigned from his ministerial appointment. And for him to leave the ministerial seat, that means a lot, okay? For somebody as big and as experienced as this politician to leave the ministerial appointment for another thing entirely, that means there is a lot of things to really let go in that position, all right? But I would love to give details to this, and I will give you the side of the other side of what I think might be the reason why he must have resigned. Okay, now Bola Tinubu officially has confirmed the resignation of Simon Bako Lalong as a Minister of Labour and Productivity. All right, over time, I have been following the occurrences surrounding Simon Lalong right from his time as Plateau State Governor, and then even when he came up in court during the time of the hearing of the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal. All right, for him to stand up in order to stand for Bola Tinubu or to speak instead of Bola Tinubu in court, that tells a lot, or that really showed a lot of his involvement in the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Loyalty, they say, is something that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu doesn't play with. All right, and to that effect, I would categorically say that there is more to this resignation than meets the eye. The presidency confirmed earlier this week the resignation of the Minister of Labour and Employment, Simon Bako Lalong. According to sources, Lalong will now proceed to the National Assembly as senator representing Plateau South Senatorial District, a seat he won as affirmed by an appeal court ruling date on November 7, 2023. Simon Lalong resigned accordingly and in accordance with the Electoral Act, but it was not at the Federal Executive meeting itself. It must have been after the meeting, because if it were earlier, the president or the secretary to the federal government would have announced it during the meeting, according to what a presidential aide exposed. It was further gathered that the former Plateau State Governor is due to be sworn in later this week by the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. It may seem very simple and very ordinary for a minister to resign his ministerial appointment or his ministerial seat, to go for the seat of a senator, which really looks like the reason why Simon Lalong resigned as a Minister of Labour. But don't you think there is more to this than meets the eye? I feel there is a personal vendetta on the ground. Maybe, just maybe, from little sources coming here and there, not just because Simon Lalong knew all the while that he would win at the Court of Appeal, all right, that overturned, the judgment and announced him elected as senatorial or as a senator representing just North, all right. But there is something I'm not getting right, all right. If you have been deemed fit to really hold a ministerial position, which happens to be more honorable, not just because the senatorial seat is less honorable, but because I feel you have been called upon to, give more of your attention and more of your efforts for the betterment of Nigeria. But it seems to all Nigerians that Simon Bako Lalong opted to be in the senatorial house or in the National Assembly or in the National Assembly for long time's sake. Maybe he's not sure Bola Tinubu might complete 8 years. Don't you think so? That is the point I'm trying to make. Don't you think Simon Lalong has seen it from whereof that Bola Tinubu might not complete 8 years? And if Bola Tinubu doesn't complete 8 years, or his tenure of 8 years, that means his ministerial appointments will be rendered null and void after 4 years. And that is the point I'm trying to bring to our notification or to our notice, all right? So I would follow it back to back to see to the fact that I really exposed the main reason why Simon Lalong resigned as a minister, because I don't think it is because of the National Assembly seat or the senatorial district seat that made him resign as a minister of the Federal Republic, because the Simon Lalong will always be loyal to Bola Tinubu as long as his own end of the bargain is being kept. All right. Now, in the spirit of the Yuletide, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in conjunction with a particular committee he set up, has approved the slash of transportation fare by 50%. All right. To that effect, Nigerians will now be able to travel across the country by road, only by road, for half of the price as it existed before, and by rail, that is by train, for free. Well, in as much as this serves as good news, but I would love to say that Bola Tinubu is trying to, capture the hearts of Nigerians. Why I'm asking is, why hasn't he done this long ago? And to my utmost dismay, he is telling us, according to this video I'm going to show you a moment from now, he is telling us that this offer is going to last from 21st of December to 4th of January. So if you're traveling after 4th of January, you are on your own. All right. Why will a president do that? Okay. These are people who you are supposed to be president over. All right. These are people who have cried out to you countless times, okay, for the lack of comfortability in their mode of living. All right, the low standard of living over time because of the economic crunch that was caused by the hike in fuel pump price, which was abruptly caused by your announcement of fuel subsidy removal, and then you are here slashing the cost of transport by the Yuletide period as if you're making them a favor. That is well, to me, if you ask me, this is inhumane, because doing it at this time feels like you've done the whole world or you've provided everything for Nigerians. But I will tell you that this seems to be one of the worst decisions Bola Tinubu has made. It may seem very comfortable, it may sit well with lots of Nigerians because people will be traveling across the country at this Yuletide time or period, but because it is not lasting to when the subsidy would be finally introduced, or when our refineries will come back to functionality, okay, that means there is just something he would have done all the while, but he is coming out now as if he just heard of the hardship of Nigerians. Okay, that means he was actually waiting for the Yuletide period for him to make this announcement. Well, I have Dele Henry Alake, who actually is the chairman of the Ministerial Committee on Presidential Intervention, who announced this earlier. Stay tuned.
In the spirit of Christmas and the end of year festivities, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, in another demonstration of his love for Nigerians, has approved that the federal government should intervene to bring down the cost of public transportation to allow our compatriots who want to travel to visit their loved ones and hometown to do so without stress and the extra burden imposed by the high cost of transport around this period. President Tinubu wants Nigerians to be able to travel within Nigeria to wherever they want to go to meet their loved ones without the extra burden of paying exorbitantly for interstate public transportation. It is in this wise that the President is announcing through us that beginning from tomorrow, that's the 21st of December, Nigerians willing to travel can board public transport via minibuses, luxury buses at 50% discount of current cost, and all our train services on the routes the trains currently serve at zero cost to and fro on their travels this holiday season. This special presidential intervention will commence tomorrow, Thursday, December 21, and it will end on January 4, 2024. The federal government, through the Ministry of Transportation, will be working with transporters, road transport unions, the Nigerian Railway Corporation to seamlessly deliver on this special presidential initiative.
Right, I said much on that already, and I won't dwell on that point. Well, kudos to Bola Ahmed Tinubu and whoever gave him this idea to slash the cost of transportation. Well, unfortunately, Air transport is not part of this this bonanza. I will call it a bonanza because it would not last. Yes, it would not last. Air transport is not part. Well, they believe that the rich are the only people who use air transport, so they should suffer it because the rich always become richer and the poor becomes poorer in the political system and in the government system in Nigeria. Finally, youths of Rivers State have staged a massive protest to say no to godfatherism. This obviously is a plan to back Governor Sim Fubara over the recent controversy between himself and Nyesom Ezenwonwike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Please stay tuned for these Rivers State youths while they made their grievances known.
On behalf of the Governor of Rivers State, Sir Simle Fubara, GSSRS, I want to honestly plead that you should not be angry by his absence here today. He would have loved nothing other than to come here and address you in person. But unfortunately, due to other exigencies, other commitment he has, he is not readily available here to address you. I can assure you there's nothing he would have loved than to come here today and to share this wonderful moment with you, your presence, your solidarity, your support with him. He has asked me to come here and address you, to come here and felicitate with you people that have come to say that he is the governor. He wants to hear to say clearly that the support that the youth has continued to give to him, he will not take for granted. You have been with him all along, and up till now, you are still with him. He has asked me to ask you that you should continue in that stride. Your commitment to his administration, your support to him should not be wavering. His administration is dedicated to ensuring that the development of Rivers State is carried on from the level we have now into another level. So whatever it is that relates to the interests of the youth, anything that relates to the interests of the youth also touches him. He will not take the interests of the youth for granted. He will not take the interests of Rivers State for granted. The development of Rivers State is paramount in his agenda. For whatever is happening now, by the special grace of God and by your collective support, peace will be restored. Peace will be restored, and his leadership will come to pass, and his leadership will deliver the dividends of democracy. All the requests you have made here, all your petitions here, be rest assured, once he is available, I will table those petitions to him. He will look at them, and probably I will also enjoin him. I'm sure by the time he is available, he will call few of your leaders here into a private meeting where you will discuss with him. I want to thank all of you, especially a peaceful disposition. This morning you've been here, you came in company of security agencies, meaning that your movement this morning was legally organized. You came here legally this morning, there was no disturbance. We want to enjoy you that as you've come, also go back home peaceful. When he comes back and when he's available, he will definitely liaise with some of your leaders and see you, and we'll continue this discussion. I want to thank you and pray that God will bless each and every one of us as we go back home. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
Today we are here to show our solidarity to the governor of Rivers State.
Yes.
My name is Dr. Legbosin Yamabana. I'm the President General of Ogoni Youth Federation. Together with me is the chairman of the Joy Youth Council, Eastern Zone, together with leadership from the 7 local government areas that makes up Rivers Southeast Senatorial District. That is the senatorial district of the governor. And we are here in solidarity in our numbers to jointly say that we are standing by the governor.
Okay, youths from Rivers State, I told you earlier in my earlier updates that Nyesom Wike might not win this fight because the people are behind their governor, Sim Fubara. You cannot win this fight because Rotimi Amechi did not win his own against Nyesom Wike, still because the people backed Nyesom Wike. So this time around, you don't expect the table to turn because it is Nyesom Wike. Rather, the people will support whoever is the governor because this particular person will still be governor over them for the next 4 years. To that effect, I would love to commend to a high degree the youths of Rivers State, the elder statesmen of Rivers State, and other people concerned in Rivers State for backing up Sim Fubara. That is the greatest support you could give him at this point in time. Thank you so much for staying this far. Please like, share our videos, Don't forget to drop a comment for us in the comment section. If you're watching me for the first time, please tap the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you'll be able to see me promptly when I drop a new update. See you next time. Bye.